Hi guys, my name is Amit and I will be sharing the interview experience of Aerospace department for the MS Research program at IIT Madras. So Aerospace department is one of the best department in IIT Madras. So there were three steps in the admission procedure of MS. So there are like first is shortlisting. So second one is the written test and final one is the interview. And after the interview, you will get call from the department for the admission. So let me share my scores with you so that you will have a rough idea about it. So my grade score was 418, my category was EWS, and my CGPA was 9.05 at my btech. So based on that, I have shortlisted for the admission procedure of Aerospace department. So basically, Aerospace department selects you on the basis of research proposal. So you have to make one good research proposal to that department so that they will get attract and they will shortlist you for the admission procedure. So as I know, my grade score was very low, so I have put genuine research proposal of mine and my area of interest. So they have shortlisted me for the interview. So let's start the whole process. I will introduce one by one what are the steps and what is the overall procedure for the selection. So first we will start with the shortlisting mail. So after the shortlisting, in that mail there will be some PDFs regarding overall admission procedure. So in that one mail, so there will be one forms link in which that we have to fill that form and mention like we are able to attend the interview on that scheduled date and written test as well. So that after providing that form, so they will schedule a written test. So in the aerospace department, there are 3 to 4 sectors like aerodynamics, then structures, propulsions, like etc. Whatever the sectors that you are applying, you will get a separate written test on it. So I have opted for aerodynamics part. So I have get written test on that. So written test is quite easy. So if you are prepared well for the gate for the mathematics, so you will able to crack that written test easily. So on that written test, so it will consist of only 12 questions and all the 12 questions are from maths. So in the maths, the one question is from every topic, like there is one question from inverse of matrix. So what is the formula for inverse of matrix? There is one question from statistics, like mean, mode, median. There one gives set of questions. There is one question from integral calculus, one question from differential calculus, one question from complex functions, one question from probability as well, and like basic questions. If you have prepared maths, then you will able to solve all the questions, and their time was 1 hour. So it pretty much good time is it. So I have take full 1 hour and I have solved all the questions and send that written test. So written test will conducted online, and there will be some aerospace portal in which we have to log in at the specific time and give the test. So test will be open from 1 hour 15 minutes and time will be for 1 hour. So make sure that you will attend the test at the specified time. So after qualifying the test, so we will get a call from them in phone or in the WhatsApp chat. So they will say like you have shortlisted for the interview process, and whole procedure for the year 2023 was online. So you will not face much trouble for the admission procedure. So interview call was after 2-3 days after the written test, and interview will be they will send a mail regarding the interview and also mention the dates and the timing of the interview. So let's start the interview experience of mine. So the interview day. So at the interview date, my interview date was scheduled on 29th April. So we will get a call from that person that your interview will be at the 7th number or whatever the number that they will give. So they will mention the proper time. Like my interview was on 3:30 in the afternoon. So in the aerospace department, the interview was too long. So my interview took 40 to 45 minutes. And in that interview, there were 3 faculties in it. So one is general faculty from aerospace, one is from mathematics, and one is from whatever the topics that means general faculty. So first faculty asked me like, hi Amit, so give me a quick introduction. So I have introduced them. So after that they said, that faculty said, so take a pen and paper, put your full name and send a snap of it. I think this question they have provided because they want to check whether my connection is proper or not, so that they can take interview. So I have put my name and sent to them on a WhatsApp group. So generally for interview, so we have to online at WhatsApp group, and we have in call as well. So whatever the questions that we'll ask and whatever the formulas derivative they will ask, we have to write on a note on a paper, and we have to take a snap of it and we have to share to WhatsApp group. So when I shared the name, that faculty said, your handwriting was too beautiful. So I got happy and I said, thank you sir. And after that, that faculty said, so Amit, which college you have studied? So I gave introduction and I said I am from mechanical engineering and I have 2 years of experience at Infosys. So they said, then why you are going to research, because you are doing great in the IT sector. So I mentioned my research in my core domain. So after that answer, they said, so if we select you in the aerospace department, what kind of work do you like to want? Like there were 3 options. Suppose one is theoretical, one is experimental, and one is numerical analysis. So I told to them like, I am comfortable with numerical analysis, but I can be happily join the aerospace department with any of the work, because it's my primarily requirement. Like I want IIT Madras and I want aerospace department. So that faculty laughed and they said okay. And after that, that faculty said, what topics you have prepared and what are the favorite core subjects. And after that I said, I have prepared fluid mechanics. So after that, faculty said, okay. So that faculty forwarded that call, means the another faculty opened that camera and started asking the questions. So that faculty was from the mathematics department. So regarding the mathematics department, so he had said, what topics you have prepared and let me know which question should I ask and what topics you would like to answer. So I mentioned like I have prepared a linear algebra, I have prepared a probability, and that faculty saying, you haven't prepared calculus. So I laughed and I said like, I have prepared calculus but I am not thoroughly prepared. So that faculty laughed and said like, okay. So first question, that faculty said regarding the matrices and linear algebra. So what is the square matrix and how do you define it? So I explained what is the square matrix and I have defined it properly. I have given the example as well. So after that, faculty said, okay, that is for square matrix. So do you have any idea about eigenvalues and eigenvectors? So I explained that well. So after that, that faculty said there is one equation. Suppose we take eigenvalue as A and eigenvector as B. So can you write that equation? So I told that faculty, can you give me some time? So after that, that faculty said okay, and I have given some time. I have do some calculation and I was sure that I don't know the answer, but I was like acting like I am calculating and I was trying to finding answer just to make some impression on them. So after I have take 1 minute, and after that I said said to send that snap of it. It was wrong equation, I know, but that faculty said, are you sure like it is correct or not? So I told to faculty like, I am not sure like whether it is correct, but this is the thing that what I remember. So that faculty said okay. So after that, that faculty said okay. So he said, take one function like y equal to a raised to x. So can you draw the graph on your paper and send it to us? So I draw the graph. So I took nearly 1 to 2 minutes for drawing graph, because I want to show them the detailed work that I have done. So when I draw the graph of y equal to e raised to x. So on that paper I have drawn one graph. I have put some values like e raised to 0, e raised to 1, e raised to 2, e raised to 3. Suppose I taken the different values, and on the basis of that, like I have drawn the graph, like I have put the values, I have put the coordinates, and draw a exponentially increasing graph, so that they will understand like this person is drawing the graph based on the numerical analysis which I previously told to them, like I like numerical analysis. So that faculty said you have done the mathematical calculation and you have drawn the graph. So suppose, so if you take on the negative values and that values go to infinity, so what will the change in the graph? So because I have drawn graph only with respect to positive values, and it was started from 1 till the infinity exponentially increasing. So that faculty said, can you draw the complete graph, put all the values with negative values and infinity values as well. So again I took 2 minutes, I have put all the calculations, I have drawn the proper graph, but after that I think I have done some mistake. That faculty said, are you sure like you have put the correct graph? Then I told to that faculty, like whatever I remember, I have drawn the graph based on the coordinates and calculation. I'm not 100% sure, but this is the way that I have taken for the drawing the graph. Then my primary motto was like they should know like I am drawing the graphs by numerical method, so that I am not mugging up the things. This is my primary motto that they should understand from my end. But that faculty was said, okay, then it's fine for me, let's it's okay for the mathematics section. Then my interview was forwarded to the fluid mechanics faculty. So that fluid mechanics faculty opened his camera and started asking questions like in the fluid mechanics what will you want to ask. So I asked like anything is fine for me, sir. I have prepared thoroughly fluid mechanics and I have good much idea about it. So that faculty sent one picture. Picture means there was that picture is from boundary layer. So that picture I will be sharing in the screen. I think this will be the picture that I have received. So it will be in the screen. So it is regarding the boundary layer and it is regarding the mass flow rate concept. So he said, what do you understand by this picture? So I have explained that picture thoroughly. So I have explained that this is the linear profile, this is the parabolic profile, and after that he said, suppose we restrict mass flow rate from the top, then what will be the change in that flow, and what will you comment on this? So I have answered that point, but I don't remember now. So regarding that, so he again asked, suppose we restrict that, so will there be change in mass flow rate between inlet and outlet? So I have answered that. So after that he told me, do you know what is the mass flow rate? So I answered, the mass flow rate is like it is the multiplication of rho into q, like density into discharge. Then that faculty said, what is the discharge? Then I said it is sir area into velocity. Then he said one equation, one function of y equal to a y square divided by h square. Can you find the mass flow rate at the outlet section? Then I was explaining in a formula way, but that answer was not expectable from the faculty. So I was not able to answer that question theoretically. So that faculty was humble and he said like you can answer it via theoretically, just please think on that and put the answer and send it to us. So I took 2-3 minutes and I was trying to figure out that answer, but I was not able to find. So that faculty started giving me some hints. So he said, what is the distance h, what will be the boundary condition, can you give the equation, so what is the mass flow rate. So he started giving me some hints, and after that I got answer to that question. But in the middle of interview I got less net connection. I was dropped out from the call 2 times. So I was very nervous at that time, and I was very dismotivated, like how will they treat me when I left in between the call. So I had texted on the WhatsApp group like I have lost my connection, let me rejoin. So after rejoining, they were comfortable. They said, no problem, Amit. Anyway, it happens with everyone. So you can put your answer. So that faculties were very good, because they are waiting for 2-3 minutes and they are still waiting for my answer. And because of that I was very comfortable even after the loss of net connection. So after that I have provided that answer. So but in 2 minutes again I lost my connection and I dropped out from the call. So they say, they provided in the text, whatever the question that we have asked, just put out the answer and put in the WhatsApp group so we can examine you. So I have put the answer and I have forwarded to them. So they texted like, thanks to Amit, that's what was your interview was over, and thank you. So I was pretty nervous, like I was left out in the meeting and I was dropped out from the club because of my net connection. I was thinking like it will affect my interview result. So I told that interview on the WhatsApp like, please, sorry for my inconvenience caused. There was like heavy rain outside and that's why I dropped from the call. So they said like, no worries Amit, it will not affect your performance in the interview. So your interview is over and just have a nice day. That's it. And my interview experience overall was medium, not a properly good and not a bad. So it took around 40 to 45 minutes. So aerospace departments took large interviews and they check thoroughly whatever you have knowledge on it. And for every student they will at least take 30 to 40 minutes. So from the morning my interview schedule on the 7th, and from the morning my interviews are called at 3:30. So for every student they are taking 30 to 40 minutes confirmly. So this is the regarding the interview experience, and here are some few points that I need to share with you for your future preference for your preparing for aerospace department. So here are some few points that you need to take care before the interview. So just be confident in the interview. It will not be a like very tough interview. They will just ask you the basic questions. So just make sure that you will have a stable good internet connection. Wear a formal attire and just answer the question confidently. Don't get dismotivated when you are not able to answer the questions. So they will only check your way and how you are answering to the questions, what is the way that you are going for answering the questions, and they will check your basics only. They don't require any huge expectations as of now. So for the research part they will check only your ideas and whatever the topics that you have prepared well or not. So you should at least prepare only two subjects. Like suppose it is aerospace, you can go with strength of material, fluid mechanics, etc. And for every interview mathematics is must, because mathematics is the main key in every research program. You should be thoroughly clear with mathematics. You should be great in the drawing the graphs. You should be great in the calculation of integrals. You should be great in the formulas for the mathematics, basic formulas, whatever you know. And this is the main requirement. So don't get like over stress on the interview. So interview will be 40 to 45 minutes. So you should have at least practice for sitting the interview. So for as of now, so if you want to practice the interview, you can call your friend, just send him a question and just tell that you can ask questions, I will answer, and just prepare for 40 minutes. That will be sufficiently fine. And if you are less confident for speaking, you can use a mirror, and for that mirror you can answer the questions to the mirror, so that you will get idea like how you are presenting the answers, how you are speaking to the other persons. So this is the best way that you can practice for the interview. And your main thing, that you should prepare thoroughly your research proposal. Whatever the research proposal you have provided to them, it will be thoroughly checked, and you should be prepared well on that research proposal. So if you don't have idea about research proposal, you can see for your sample purpose. So I have created one channel named Ek Engineer, and in the Telegram, and I have also Instagram page named Ek Engineer. So I have put down the links in the given description. So you can go to that channel, see my form, see my research proposal, because I have shortlisted. So I don't have put a lot of complex things. I have just forwarded a simple research proposal and my area of interest. So they will shortlist easily. So just my last thing is just be confident, be prepared, and all the best for the interview. So at the last, if you like the video, hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel. And thank you. That's it. Bye.